My name is Angela, as I was introduced. I'm the mother of 4.
Wow.
Laura's my eldest over there, and my youngest is 4 years old. She's turning 5 next month, so I have a big gap between the eldest 2 and the younger 2. I'm married to Brazilian, very cool. I love my husband, and I love saying that he's Brazilian. I am the executive pastor at D7 Church, which means I do all the finances and paperwork and all the businessy stuff for the church. And I love what I do there. I'm also the director of King's Daughters, which is a ministry that I set up to help and encourage women to be more and to get the most out of life. And then an offshoot from King's Daughters, I set up what I call Women's Business Club, which is also to support and encourage women, but specifically in business, and we deal only with business growth in the business club. So the whole list of things that I do, I like to keep busy, as you can probably tell, and I get bored easily. So I have to have a lot of different things to juggle so that I can, keep everything interesting. I love to sing, mostly in the shower, but I have recorded 2 albums with my band, and I love to write. I've bought some books and CDs with. That's what I do for fun. I just love to write and scribble and write songs. And one other thing I want to tell you about me is I am inviting you all tonight to my birthday party. On your table I've put some invitations. What it's about is I'm turning 40 next month, and I wanted to do something significant for my 40th birthday party. I've wasted so much of my life. And I feel like I only really started to figure life out recently. And life really does begin at 40 for me. I don't know how many others have experienced that or are thinking that, but for me it's like I can finally start living this life. I've figured it out at last. I thought that would come at 30. I was hoping it would come earlier. I always said to my mom, when am I going to feel grown up? And she says, I don't know. It hasn't happened to her yet. So what I wanted to do was do something really, really special. I want to leave my mark on this planet. I want my life to count for something. After getting it wrong for so many years, I thought, let's get something right. So I set this audacious goal of raising £40,000 for my 40th birthday to adopt an entire village in Kenya. I'm very excited about it. I'm very nervous because I'm nowhere near reaching my goal, and there's 15 days left until the party, which is why you're all invited. Please help me. But do come to the party as well. So the party is a 1920s party. We're going to dress up and we're going to have loads of fun, and it's going to be guilt-free fun because it's all for a cause. And we're going to have games and all sorts of things at the party as well to continue the fundraising. But my hope is that by this party I'll have raised the bulk of the money. The village in Kenya is going to be equal opportunities. There are many feeding programs, there are many sponsorship programs where you can sponsor a child. But one of the things, and they're all good, I'm not knocking them, they're all good, and I wouldn't want them to stop doing what they're doing. But one of the problems with sponsoring a child is that within a school setting, some children are not sponsored. So you're putting this gap, you're dividing the children. There could be a child sitting in a classroom with a rumbly tummy, clothes that don't fit him, are torn and tatty, and there could be a child sitting next to him who's sponsored, who has great clothes, a full belly. And it breaks my heart. It seems unfair. Now, I know the people that sponsor the children and run these programs, it's not unfair. It's great that some children are being helped. But what my passion is to build an equal opportunity school. We don't sponsor the children, we sponsor the school. So if we buy a pencil, everybody gets a pencil. If we feed a child, everybody gets a meal. If we buy shoes, everybody gets shoes. So there's no division within the school. The other thing that we're doing at the King's Daughters Village is what we've affectionately named it. The other thing that we're doing is we're doing adult education. So we are going to create a community that can be self-sufficient. They're not going to be dependent on charity. They're not going to be, in time, this will take time of course, they're not going to be looking for handouts and depend on what we're doing. Hopefully, in time, we can teach small business skills, we can teach basic farming, we can do reading, writing, sewing, things like that, so that the adults can take responsibility for this village. The children will grow up seeing the adults taking responsibility, and hopefully for them it will be normal. And then we can hopefully change a community. If this model works, then we can do this all over Africa, or any country really. We've already been given land in Zambia based on our Kenyan project. Somebody came up and said you can have this land to build another village. So it's fantastic what's already started and what could be. So I'd love you to come. It's a £100 minimum donation to come to the party. There are only 60 places. And I had to make it that expensive to meet other people that were just coming for the party and the free food. This is a fundraiser. And it's going to be a fantastic event. So even if you can't come, you can still make a donation at the link on them. You can give this invitation to somebody else. But I'm very excited about it, in case you can't tell. I also put my card on the table if you wanted to get in touch and find out more. So that's a little bit about me. Do you feel like you know me a bit better? There's a point, there's a reason why I've waffled on about me. Because what I want to know is, have you already made your mind up about me? Have you already made decisions about me based on truth or untruth or your perception of me? Have you looked at my shoes and decided if I'm a good or bad person? I know I need to go shoe shopping, I'm sorry, I haven't got round to it. The point I'm trying to make though is, within 20 seconds, you've probably already made a decision about me. You've probably already judged me. 20 seconds, that's probably all it took for you to decide whether you like me or dislike me, want to hear what I have to say, are already fed up of what I have to say. And the problem is we do that to each other. We all do that, most of us. There are a few that have figured out what I'm going to share with you. Most of us, we look at somebody and we judge them. Within 20 seconds, we've made up our mind. In a recent study, 2,000 women aged between 18 and 45 were questioned about how they formed their first impressions. 1810 admitted they judged other women when they met them for the first time, although 1 in 6 claimed they didn't mean to. While 54% said they first looked at the size of a woman's waist, 45% said they checked whether they wore too much makeup. 4 in 10 analysed their fashion sense, and the same number look at their hair or beaming smile. A third look at the quality of their skin, while 28% see if they have overdone it with fake tan. 1 in 6 size up the man a woman's with. 1 in 5 take note of how short or rather skirt is, while the same number look for tattoos. Other criteria they used to appraise women include her shoes, bosom, and how nice her nails were. Does that sound true? Do we do it? The majority, 56%, said it took them just 20 seconds before passing judgment on somebody, while a conservative 4 in 10 said they gave them a few minutes to impress. 8 in 10 said they were a good judge of character, but 52% admitted to being sometimes shallow. 9 in 10 said they were fully aware of other women also judging them. 3 in 10 admitted they dress up to get one up on the girls on a night out, rather than impress the blokes. And that's what we do, or most of us do. Now the interesting thing is, I did a bit of research and I discovered that the Pakistani women, they judge differently. This is probably an American study, probably very similar in England. Pakistani women, they judge these sorts of things. Natural birth or C-section. Someone who's had a C-section is not a warrior. They're not brave enough. Forget the fact that it was impossible to have natural birth or that there were complications. Forget that. You're judged, you're labelled. If you had a C-section, that's just not right. Breastfeeding. They judge, do you breastfeed or not? Breastfeeding is the thing to do. If you don't breastfeed, it's just not good enough. Whether you work or not. If you go to work, that's admirable. If you don't go to work, if you're a stay-at-home mum or whatever the case may be, you'd be frowned upon. This is in Pakistan. Dressing up or dressing down. If a woman dresses up, the other women say, who on earth does she think she is? Or why does she need 5 layers of makeup to go out? However, if she looks gorgeous, even in her pajamas, and just pitches up and hasn't made any effort, they'll say, who does she think she is, just to walk in like that? That's Pakistan. Men judge each other too, but in a very different way. I think they have their, who's got the biggest car sort of thing, and the biggest bank balance, so I think it's slightly different. Then we go to Africa. African women, they judge each other differently. African women always have to look their best. They are always dressed up, no matter how much money they've got, they have to look really, really smart and dressed up, no matter what. And then there's the breastfeeding issue now. In Africa, from my experience, you're frowned upon if you're an African woman who breastfeeds, because that shows that you're poor, you can't afford to bottle feed. So as a status, as a show that they have money, you would bottle feed your babies. It's all about appearances. And so that's how African women judge. Now, I'm not going to go through every country, don't worry. But I think it's interesting how we do that to each other. But one of the things I've learned over the years is how exhausting it is to try and measure up, to try and be good enough, to compare myself to other people. Am I good enough? Oh, she looks like this today. Oh, I feel terrible. Or, oh, look how well she speaks. I'm a terrible speaker. Or that's what we do, isn't it? We exhaust ourselves because we're constantly comparing, we're constantly judging, and it's all the time as well. What I want to say to you tonight is, love who you are, right now, this very minute. Not tomorrow, not the next day, right now, sitting here in this room. Thank you. Love who you are. There are things about you that are amazing and unique. It doesn't matter what the person sitting next to you is like. It doesn't matter that they're not the same as you. In fact, wouldn't it be boring if we were all the same? If each and every one of us was exactly the same. We're meant to be different. We're meant to be unique. We're meant to have all our little things. And, you know, even our negatives, even our bad things, that's okay. That's what makes us interesting. I have bad points, and I know I've got to work on them. But that's okay. I'm still comfortable with me. I'm a work in progress. I know that I'll work on those things, but I don't feel down about it. Does that make sense? Now, there's some reasons why many of us don't feel beautiful. Okay? And that's why many of us compare ourselves, because we don't feel good enough. So we're trying to find someone else's flaws so we can feel better about ourselves. Or we're comparing ourselves to see if we measure up. That's mostly why we do what we do. Now, some of the reasons for not feeling beautiful could be guilt or shame. We feel guilty about something, we feel ashamed of something, and so we cover. And we hide ourselves inside, we don't feel beautiful anymore. Insecurity. We're just plain insecure for whatever reason. And so we don't feel beautiful, and so we end up judging, comparing, etc., etc. Poor health. Maybe we're not looking after ourselves as we should. We need to look after our bodies. We need to shower. We need to make ourselves look pretty. It's not about being superficial. We need to take care of our health. We need to eat well. We need to exercise. We need to drink water. And so maybe we don't feel beautiful because we're not taking the time to look after ourselves. A false belief. We simply believe that we are not beautiful. And you know, you can, you can make yourself more beautiful instantly, simply by believing it. That's easier said than done. But if we just bother to transform our mind and start believing, actually, you know what? I am beautiful. And at first, if you struggle with feeling beautiful, at first you're going to feel horrible telling yourself you're beautiful. You know, looking in the mirror, you have to tell yourself you're beautiful. And you won't believe it at first, and you'll feel strange, and you won't like it at first. But after a while, you start to realize you are beautiful. We are women. We're made beautifully. We're made to be beautiful. We are beautiful. Every single person here, every single one of you is beautiful. In your own way, your own uniqueness, all the different things that make you you is what makes you beautiful. I'm not talking about perfection. I'm not talking about having hair perfectly in place or having the best clothes. It's not about that. That's not what makes you beautiful. In fact, I think you'd be quite plain if everything were perfect. It's all the little quirky things about us that make us interesting and beautiful. Now, there was a time in my life when I didn't feel beautiful. In fact, it was a long time. It was about 30 years of my life where I did not feel beautiful. I was a little girl, innocent, carefree, and beautiful. But that didn't last. It should have. We should all have that. But I was molested by a family member. And so I started to feel dirty and ashamed. And that's when I started to feel less beautiful. And I would do things and I would act out because of that experience. But the desire inside of me to be loved and to feel beautiful is still strong. So I grew up a little bit, went on with life, went to high school, discovered boys. Boys gave me something that had been lacking. They made me feel beautiful and loved. So I did whatever I could to get that kind of attention. It just filled something inside of me. And so I changed myself to make myself good enough for whatever boy would give me a little bit of attention. But obviously, that's not the right thing to do either. And I changed myself, took myself down the wrong path, and ended up losing my virginity to rape. Okay? What happened? More shame, more guilt, feeling even less beautiful, hating myself because I didn't want it to be that way. I wasn't a good person, but I still didn't want it to be that way. Nobody wants that. So I turned to alcohol. In my teenage years, I just numbed the pain, just drank whenever I could, skipped school, did whatever I could, because now I was really ugly. And there was no chance of being beautiful, but inside I still craved that. I wanted to be pure, I wanted to be beautiful, but I just made a complete mess of my life. I desperately looked all through my life for something that would fill that void, that hurting place inside of me. Tried all kinds of things, got nowhere. Eventually became suicidal. And I tried several times over a period of years, tried to take my life, until I came to the conclusion that I'm not brave enough to take my life. So I settled for self-harming. I thought, maybe I deserved the punishment. I don't know why I did it, but there was something comforting about it. Perhaps it was, I can't even fail at killing myself. I failed at killing myself. I can't even get that right. And so I was just this mess, this broken person with layers and layers and layers of life just making me, telling me I'm ugly. I'm not worth anything. One day I looked in the mirror and I realized I actually hated myself. I looked in the mirror, I looked into my eyes and I thought, I hate myself. And that was a frightening realization. I was a mother, I had children, it was just not, it was frightening to get to that place where I realized I really hated who I'd become, I hated what I stood for, I hated everything. I knew I was ugly inside. No matter how much I tried to be beautiful on the outside, it didn't change what I felt inside. And I tried to be a good person, I did. I wanted to get my life right. I wanted to be a good example to my children. Do you want to know what happened? I have a minute's silence to keep you in suspense. I reached the point where I realized I could not change myself. I could not make myself beautiful. I was desperate, and I knew I wanted more from life. I knew there had to be more. So I cried out to God. I tried everything else. There was nothing, I had nothing to lose. I cried out to God. I'd always loved God. I'd always loved Jesus as a little girl. It was just like, but I didn't really know him. He wasn't the one that was inside of me. And so I cried out to God. And I surrendered my life to him. And I asked him to help me. Well, just about everything, because my life was a mess. I'm not going to go into detail about that, and I'm very happy to tell you about that afterwards if you want to know more about how he transformed my life. I will tell you that it's not instant. He doesn't have a wand, and he's not a fairy godmother, and he doesn't just go shh and life is perfect. You still got to do you still got to do the work, and it's a journey and it's a process. But it's an amazing process. And I don't even know the person that I've described to you, but I use her stories to encourage others. I'm such a different person, and I just absolutely can honestly say that I love myself. Not in a vain way, but I love who I've become. I love who he's made me to be. I don't take the credit for it, because I know what I did to my life. There's a verse in the Bible, 2 Corinthians 5:17. It's my favorite verse. It's kept me going all these years. It says, therefore, if anyone is in Christ, he's a new creation. Old things have passed away. Behold, all things become new. And that's how I feel today. I feel like I was once a worm, and now I'm a butterfly. And let me tell you something about butterflies. You don't see butterflies walking around feeling sorry for themselves, saying, I'm an ex-worm. I'm an ex-worm. Do you? No. And in the same way, I don't walk around feeling sorry for myself, saying, I was abused, or I was drunk, or whatever. I don't. I'm a butterfly. I know I'm beautiful now, because God has made me that way. I'm not an ex-anything. I am who I am now. And there's some of you here that you nod and you know exactly what I'm talking about. You feel that too. You know you're a beautiful butterfly. And there's some of you here that you still feel like the worm. And you're wondering, how can you get to be that butterfly, to be that free? And I would love to tell you about that, because I think I've probably used up all my time already. So if you want to chat afterwards, I'd be very happy to tell you more about what I went through. But the one thing I want to leave with you today is that you are beautiful. That is, you are beautiful, and you need to start to love yourself, because if you can't love yourself, nothing else in your life is going to flourish. Nothing else in life is really going to work the way it should. And once you get to that place where you're comfortable with who you are inside, everything else just seems to fall into place. It's almost like a foundation. You know, if you have a cracked foundation on a building, the whole building's going to be wonky. If you fix the foundation, then that building can stand strong, firm, and do what it should do. So that's all I have to say tonight. I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I hope that there was something in there for everyone. I hope that you're encouraged, and like I said, if you want to chat to afterwards, I'm happy to tell a little bit more about my story. Thank you. Basically, what happened was, the pastor that was going to marry my husband and I, my then husband and I, he had an agenda, and I didn't know that. Basically, if we didn't accept Jesus, he wasn't going to marry us, but I didn't know that. Anyway, so I was sitting in the living room with this pre-marriage counseling, whatever you call it, and the pastor said to me, he said, "Angela, do you think you're a good person?" And I'm like, "Yes." She says, "Unmarried, pregnant." But anyway, that's another story. Yes, I think I'm a good person. And she said to my ex-husband, "Do you think you're a good person?" And tears rolled down his eyes. And looking back, he was a really humble man. And then he said, "Do you think you're going to heaven or hell?" "I'm going to heaven, of course, because I think I'm a good person." And my husband burst out crying. He said, "No, I'm not going." Well, he wasn't my husband then, but anyway. So the pastor spoke to me a bit, and he explained how things work. And basically, there's a verse in the Bible that says, "Law to the proud and grace to the humble." And I think I was pretty proud. I think I thought I was a good person, not realizing what a mess I'd made of my life. But what he did was he showed me, okay, let me explain it this way. If you go to the doctor and the doctor says, "I have a cure for cancer for you," are you going to get excited? Probably not if you don't have cancer, right? Because you're like, "That's great, I don't need it." If you went to the doctor and he sat you down and he said to you, "I'm really sorry to tell you this, but you have got cancer." And then he says to you, "Don't worry, but I've got the cure," and then he gives you a pill. Wouldn't you love the pill? Wouldn't you like, "Yes, give it to me"? You'd react differently, wouldn't you? What this pastor did was, he first exposed my illness and then told me the cure. And what he did was, he exposed, because I was sitting there arrogantly thinking I'm a good person. He said, "Actually, by God's standards, you're not. By God's standards, you broke the law, his law, which means, by God's standards, I won't be going to heaven." And he showed me the error of my ways and helped me to understand that actually I knew a Saviour, I knew Jesus. And so another little story I like to tell, which really helps people understand, is imagine if you go into a courtroom and you've had lots and lots of parking tickets, and the judge is there, he's going to either penalise you with a fine or send you to prison, right? So you standing, imagine this courtroom scenario now, you standing before this judge, and he says, "You have 50 parking tickets that you've not paid, you need to pay them, or you're getting a fine, or you've got to go to prison." And you're standing before the judge, "No, please don't, please don't." And you're begging with him, pleading with him not to punish you. But by the law, the standards of the law, what would a good judge do, a just judge, by the standard of the law? They can't let the person off, can they? Because it's a law that's been broken. You wouldn't be a very just judge, you wouldn't be a very good judge if you broke the law, would you? Any guesses? Everybody's just staring at me. I don't know if I'm making sense. Okay, now, imagine if somebody came running into this courtroom and said, wait, don't sentence them, came running in and said, "I'm going to pay the fine, I'm going to pay the penalty for this person," and pay the penalty. Then the judge, according to the law had been satisfied, so the judge can say, "Okay, well, the fine's been paid, you're free to go." That helped me understand what Jesus did for me. I had broken the law. There are 10 commandments that we have to live by. It's very simple, 10 commandments. Not a lot of laws, if you consider how many laws are in this country. But we're all guilty of breaking 1, 2, 3, maybe all of the laws. We are all guilty of that. There's not one of us, the Bible says, not one of us that are innocent of not breaking one of the commandments. The penalty had to be paid for that. And the Bible says the wages of sin are death. That's what we deserve. We deserve death. We deserve punishment for breaking the laws. But God loved us so much that he sent his son Jesus to pay. Just like in that courtroom scene, a random person came and said, "I'll pay." Jesus was sent to pay so that we could stand before God freely, forgiven of all of our sins. Now, every single one of us has things we need to be forgiven of. And so in 1991, on that day, I came to understand that I am a sinner and I needed forgiveness. I needed somebody to pay the price for me because I had broken the commandments. And then, when I understood that, the pastor led me in a simple prayer. And I said, do you want to accept Jesus? Will you allow him to be Lord of your life? Come into your heart and make your life new. And I said yes, and I accepted Jesus. And he prayed a simple prayer with me where I allowed Jesus to be the God of my life, the Lord of my life. And I repented of all my sins. I said sorry for all the rubbish things I've done. It is the most beautiful experience. I was weeping uncontrollably, but in that weeping there was cleansing. And that's often what happens when you repent, when you say sorry for doing things wrong, you weep and you get cleansed and your sins get forgiven. And there I was in this pastor's lounge, 30th of March 1991, crying my eyes out, being purified. And I had a brand new start. I had a clean slate to build my life on. That's how I accepted Jesus. And I understand, back then, I was very young and I didn't really understand the concept of grace. And so after that, I was so excited about my new clean life. And I went out and I tried to make myself good enough again. And that's where I went wrong. And it took me another 10 or more years to get to the point, because it is a journey. We're not made perfect when we're forgiven. We're merely forgiven. We still have to walk out all of the other things. I had to walk out my bad habits, my character flaws. I had to walk out addictions. I had to walk out things. You know, it's not like I said earlier, magic wand. But what happened was, I was saved. From that day, no matter what happened, I knew that I was guaranteed a place in heaven. If I was good or if I was bad, it didn't matter, because I was redeemed. And all I had to do was run back and say sorry every time I messed up. And I messed up a lot, but unfortunately I tried for about 10 years after that to be good enough until I made a mess of my life again. Even though I loved God, even though I loved Jesus, I made a horrible mess of my life. I went back to him again. This time it was different. This time I wasn't standing before God saying I'm a good person. I was before God saying, I've made a mess. I've made a complete mess. Please help me. This was different. Now I was humbled because I had tried in my own strength and made a mess. And I believe, even though I was born again in 1991, I believe I was truly saved that moment when I surrendered my life to God. I was sitting in a hallway with a bottle of wine, a razor blade. I was cutting my wrist. I did not want to live. That's how much a mess I made of my life. And then I heard the voice of God say to me very clearly, the next cut will be your last. You choose Angela, but I want you to choose life. I heard those words, not audible voice, it was just like thoughts. I heard those words and I knew right then and there I would successfully have killed myself if I took another cut. And God said, it's your choice. And that's what he gives every one of us. He gives us a choice. It's our choice. But he wants us to choose life. He wants us to choose him. You know, God does not force himself on us. God does not make, we're not puppets. He's given us free will. In every single area of our life, we get to choose. And that's why we have the opportunity to accept him into our life. He woos us. He loves us so much that he wants us to choose him. He's not forcing his love on us. He's not saying, you will. The commandments is a different story. That's, you know, a good parent has rules, don't they? Can you imagine a house where there's no rules? But you know, a good parent, they have their rules, they have their standards. The commandments is not a measure of love. It's his standards, it's his rules. His love is, I want you to love me. I want you to choose me. The Bible says we love him because he first loved us. That's why we love him, because he first loved us. He's the guy that chases after the girl. He's the romantic one that woos us and puts stars in the sky and beautiful flowers and a gazillion different kinds of fishes and butterflies. I don't even know why he went to that much trouble. Some things never even get seen. But on that day, he gave me the choice to live or die. And I was trying to kill myself, so I realized it really was going to be the end. And I believe that's the day I really got saved, because from that day until this day, I've lived by grace. From that day until this day, I've not tried to be good enough. I've accepted that it's because of what Jesus did for me that I'm good enough now. If I stand before my Father in heaven, or if I stand before now and God looks at me, he doesn't see my past, because the Bible says he wipes it out. If you accept him, everything is wiped out, absolutely everything. He forgets it. He says, as far as the east is from the west, your sins are removed from you now. As you know, the east and the west will run forever. And so now I know I can stand before God clean. And I can shout at my kids when I get home and mess up and do something wrong. And I just say, God, I'm so sorry I messed up. And he says, that's fine. I forgive you, try again. And that's how I live. And it's wonderful, and it's free, and it's clean, and it's pure. That's how I can feel beautiful. Because every time I mess up, and I mess up every day, probably, you know. And so that's my little story of how I got born again, but also how I got really saved. And I would recommend for you guys, if you want to give God a chance in your life, cut out the 10 years that I tried to do it in my own strength. Save yourself some heartache, because when we surrender our life to Him, it's Him in us. It's Him that Jesus sacrificed on the cross. He paid the price because He was pure, He was innocent. It took someone innocent, because no human being could have done what Jesus did, because we're all guilty. And that's how I live, knowing somebody perfect paid the price for me, so I can stand before the judge of the universe absolutely guilt-free.